And then next level of that, just fine tuning that agreement, which we're constantly doing to carve out stuff when it comes to particularly like RFEs, government errors, shutdowns, this and that. So we like try to control like what the scope of the services are in a way that people can understand it and not get shocked. But it's just constantly every 6 months, every year going over that contract. Because I'll even find typos in there every once in a while when I do it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that. One thing I did do, I was talking with one of these third-party vendors who finds paralegals for you, immigration paralegals. I won't name the name. They're a nice company. Everyone likes them, but their contract was so super one-sided, I couldn't work with them. But I'll tell you offline later who it is.
Mm.
But it was like 10 pages, and I reviewed the main stuff I look at, but then I uploaded ChatGPT, and it highlighted like that disclaimer that said even like willful violations, we're not reliable for it. I'm like, what kind of crazy one-sided stuff is that? It was like intentionally do like fraud against me. No, how could you put that in your contract? And like then I'm like, oh wow, like ChatGPT caught that, and I wouldn't have. So then I asked, is this the
Mm.
good contract, the bad contract? What do you think? And they're like, this is the good parts, the bad parts. So then I uploaded my own contract, and I'm like, I'm a client. Is this a good contract? Is the lawyer trying to take advantage of me? Ask ChatGPT, and luckily everything said was good. It just said you should negotiate a flat fee for the RFE, but I'm like, I'm not going to negotiate. I don't know what the RFE is going to be. I can't do a flat rate. But it was interesting. It said I'm like a fair contract. And then as a lawyer, I said, hey, what should I do? And it said these two sections aren't clear. You could define it better or write it better so like, people can understand it better. So it was really helpful to use the AI to review my contract to just make it more easily just see with the perspective of the client because we don't know. We're like lawyers. We think about our own interests to a certain extent on these. What would a client's interest be based on what the AI would say and get seeing that perspective?
Yeah, no, I agree. I've heard a lot of people say that they're using AI tools to review contracts and the fine print to get a good idea of what, just to distill it down and then go deeper from there. We're all busy, and
Mhm.
that's a good tactic. And also, there was another speaker at the conference that I really enjoyed, and her name was Vanessa Van Edwards, and her book is called Cues. And she was talking about how you can be more charismatic. And so there were some ways to be more charismatic. And I forgot exactly what she said. But what we were going to do was we were going to put some of our communication to our clients through ChatGPT or some other AI tool to see how charismatic and warm. And it was, I think
Yeah.
it was like warm and confident it was. But anyway, you just made me think about that.